working for you. Fox 2 News at 6 starts now.
Hello and welcome to the HD Show. We begin with a new news alert out of Wixom, where police are searching right now for someone wanted for strong armed robbery.
Yeah, we believe this happened just before 1 a.m. today at the Chillbox gas station at the corner of Wixom Road and Grand River. Police have released photos taken from the gas station security cameras of the suspect. You can see it there. He's described as a man between 23 to 40 years old, wearing a black car hat jacket, tan pants, and Timberland boots. Now, police say after robbing the gas station clerk, he left in a large black pickup truck. Wixom police are asking for help to find the suspect. Simply call the police department with any tips or information you have. You can always call Crime Stoppers as well at 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
And a teenager from Dearborn had to be rushed to the hospital after she was hit by a car simply on her way to school yesterday.
Yeah, the ninth grader was crossing Ford Road Friday morning when she was hit. Fox 2's Camila Murray has more from police as they try to piece together how this could even happen.
Two sisters walking to school Friday morning when the younger girl was hit by a car. It happened when they were crossing Ford Road at Schaefer in Dearborn.
We have a 15-year-old ninth grader who attends Fortson High School, who is in critical condition, who has been transported to a local hospital and is currently receiving treatment.
Dearborn police say the driver of the car that hit the teenage girl is actually a teenager himself, just 19 years old. The principal of Fortson High School releasing a statement saying in part, "At this time, all we can share is that the student is in the hospital with serious injuries. As we continue to talk with the family, we will pass along further details with their permission. We ask that everyone please direct all of your thoughts and prayers to the family during this very difficult time." Police echoing those sentiments.
We'd like to send our sincere apologies and hope for a speedy recovery to the friends and the family of the crash victim.
The name of the victim is not being released at this time. Dearborn police are working to reconstruct the accident while also working to determine who had the right of way and if the driver was speeding.
Speed limit on Ford Road in this area is 40 miles an hour. Investigators
are urging drivers to view this story as a cautionary tale. Drive the speed limit and always pay attention.
We are also asking anyone who was in the area this morning at about 7:35 who may have witnessed this accident to contact the Dearborn Police Department.
In Dearborn, Camila Murray, Fox 2 News.
And police in Warren are investigating a crash that happened at West Chicago and Mound. This happened around 5:30 this morning. Police had southbound Mound at 14 Mile Road closed for hours so they can conduct an investigation. We are working to learn what led up to this crash and if anyone was injured.
We have to tell you about a close call for a woman in St. Clair Shores after a wrong-way driver crashed right through her wall. It's incredible,
I know,
really.
it really is. Unfortunately, she wasn't hurt, but the damage, well, it's pretty significant.
Sitting in the living room on that couch, a lot, watching TV, and the circumstances were different. If we're just sitting there watching TV, it could have been a different outcome. Somebody's looking over me.
Christine Chilcott had just gotten up, opened the curtains moments before the crash on Harper near Masonic. She says she immediately thought of her cats, but then she found them safe as well. Witnesses tell us they saw police arrest the female driver right there at the scene, and police tell us the events leading up to the crash are still under investigation.
Detroit rescue crews have been called off their search for a missing person in the Rouge River. Dive teams that assembled and took on the water, stationing themselves near the fairly new Fort Street Bridge Park. The 911 call came in Friday night reporting that a man had fallen or jumped into the water by Ford Street and sadly did not resurface.
A terrible situation now developing out of Germany. At least 5 people killed after a car rams into a crowded Christmas market.
Yeah, German authorities say that number could keep rising as hundreds have been hurt here. Fox's Stephanie Bennett with the latest developments.
Shock and grief in Magdeburg, Germany, where the death toll continues to rise after a car plowed through a packed crowd at a Christmas market Friday night. Among those killed, a 9-year-old child. German authorities say more than 200 others were also injured. 41 of them are in serious condition.
The city is in a heated atmosphere because we don't know what will happen in the next days and in the next hours as well.
Police say the driver of the car is a 50-year-old Saudi Arabian doctor who arrived in Germany in 2006. He was arrested at gunpoint moments after the attack outside his damaged BMW. Investigators believe he acted alone, but his motive remains unclear.
At this point, we can only say for sure that the perpetrator was evidently Islamophobic. We can confirm that.
On Saturday, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz visited the site of the attack. Mourners also began leaving flowers and candles outside a local church before a memorial service was held to remember all those lost.
Nobody expected this to happen here. I really have to say I'm shocked. This is madness.
President Joe Biden also issued a statement condemning the attack and saying in part, quote, "The United States will always stand with our allies against violent terror." This is the second time Germany's Christmas markets, a staple in German culture, have been targeted. In 2016, a truck also rammed into a holiday market in central Berlin, killing 12 people and injuring dozens of others. For now, the market will not reopen and flags will be flown at half staff. As a precaution, other markets around the world have upped their security. In London, Stephanie Bennett, Fox News.
And new tonight, 19 people, including 12 children, are dead after Israel sent airstrikes across the Gaza Strip. Israel claims it only targets militants with its airstrikes and blames any civilian casualties on Hamas. Israel is facing continued international criticism over the unmatched level of casualties since this war began.
We're going to get you some more local news now. It is scam season, not just the holiday season, so it's important to have your guard up. Bad actors set their sights on someone right here at Fox 2.
Yeah, it turns out she was not the only one. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack has this story.
First, it scared me. I thought, how could I have this overdue parking ticket?
This week, our own Katie Bates Matthews got this text message. Looked like it was from the city of Detroit, saying she had an overdue parking ticket and clicked to pay to avoid a $35 late fee.
The first thing I saw was that the area code for the number that it came from was 438, I believe, and that's Montreal.
She hadn't parked in Detroit in a while, and after fielding hundreds of these scam reports from viewers the last decade for the Fox 2 problem solvers, the amounts the scammers requested seemed weird to her.
They might get you for that $4.35, but they're after your credit card information.
Well, right. Absolutely. Yes, because then it would never stop.
She says a lot of people would have just paid it to avoid the late fee.
And what'd you do once you realized, this isn't right?
Well, I sent it to Fox 2 because I got it when I was home, but I felt like if they got me, they're going to get someone else.
And here we are.
We do not call, we do not text.
The city of Detroit's parking department, that is. Art Thompson says the latest scam came on the city's radar from residents calling saying something smells fishy.
This is unfortunately the more common approach to trying to scam people out of dollars.
Parking tickets and fees are real. If you get one from the city of Detroit, it will come by mail. Art and his team monitoring this scam closely, and they don't quite have a scope on just how many people were targeted.
It's really about people trying to be conniving and sneaky, which just, it's unfortunate that people stoop so low.
Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Well, this would be tough for any employee just days before Christmas, but people all over the country are being told they're losing their job. Party City announced it's closing all of their stores.
I'm kind of sad because we love Party City. We come here, I have a lot of parties. You know, my homegirl got a balloons and decorating business, and we come here all the time. She's going to be really sad. We're going to have to go online. That's where everyone's going now anyway.
According to reports, the announcement was made to employees with a video message from the CEO. Corporate workers were told it was their last day and there will be no severance. Stores are expected to stay open until the end of February. We found some shoppers grabbing whatever they could from the Southfield store before all of their stores are gone for good. Party City is the largest party supply store in the United States. The company had approximately 6,400 full-time and 10,000 part-time workers as of 2021.
And in related news, retailer Big Lots also shutting down its stores. Nearly 1,000 are set to begin their going out of business sales with discounts up to 50% off. The company says it tried to stay open by striking a deal with other buyers, but nobody seemed interested. More than 500 employees will likely lose their jobs after the company filed for bankruptcy. Big Lots is still holding out hope that a deal can be reached to reverse some of these closures.
Well, it was a cold day today. Temperatures topped out in the low to middle 20s for a lot of locations. Feel like temperatures were mainly in the teens for a good portion of the day. And right now, there are a few more spots with actual air temperatures in the teens right now. 19 in Pontiac, 22 in the city, 21 in Ann Arbor for right now. Our feel like temperatures ranging anywhere between the single digits for maybe a few select spots. But I think a lot of us are hanging out in the lower teens this evening. As we head through the overnight, we do see a partly to mainly clear sky, but that's going to allow our temps to actually drop into the single digits with feel like temps and the single digits as well. So we're in store for another cold night, but notice there really isn't a whole lot going on here regionally, which is great news for travelers. So maybe you're heading out for maybe Christmas parties or you're traveling for the holiday itself. It's looking okay if you travel plans take you to Wisconsin, Illinois, or Ohio. Otherwise, we remain cold through tonight. Temperatures, I think, dipping to the single digits. Feel like temperatures as well, feeling like the single digits too. We bottom out at 9 tonight, should be mainly clear sky, 26 tomorrow. So kind of a similar feel tomorrow afternoon. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds as well, so it should remain bright. And then by Monday, that's our next weather maker, arrives Monday evening. First is a light mix, then potentially transitioning over briefly to some lighter flurries. We're not necessarily anticipating much, if any, accumulation from this, and then it should be out of here by early Tuesday morning. Temps too with that increase, 37 Monday, Tuesday for Christmas Eve. We're in the low 40s, and we're headed to the 40s too as we head into Christmas Day itself. Kind of active through the later part of the work week with temps in the middle 40s. Don't forget, you can always get the latest forecast by checking the Fox 2 weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or Google Play. Hilary and Dave.
Thanks, Stephanie. Well, it's that time of the year where we really need to remember to help people in need. And sometimes that can get lost in the hustle and bustle of all the shopping we're doing.
Certainly. And this weekend, the men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity are making sure families have a little extra during this holiday season. Fox 2's Scott Wolchek has that story.
Just to have someone to think of you and not of themselves, that's a blessing.
The holiday spirit is alive in Southfield. Helping others is the reason. Because the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity is giving back this holiday season.
This year, we are on track to do about $3,000 in gift card giveaways.
Members of Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated, the first fraternity founded for African-American men back in 1906, surprising Meijer shoppers with gift cards to help with the holidays.
It's a great way to give back to the community.
It shows that people care, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can only see such the negative things in life. It's good to see some positive things.
Stephen, one of over 100 people to receive a gift card from the fraternity. Every little bit helps.
What'd you end up getting?
Toys yeah, just some little toys in there and some stuff to cook. You know what I mean? So it was a beautiful thing.
People are hurting right now. A lot of folks are, have lost jobs, things of that nature. You've seen how the economy is going. Prices are going up. They can certainly use a little help, and we've been glad to be out here giving them a little bit of a blessing.
Also a blessing, the members of Alpha Phi Alpha helping the students of Stevenson Elementary School. A few students recently lost their parents and needed help.
They gave us a wish list, and our chapter came out and granted all their wishes for this holiday. So it was just a blessing to help them out.
What do you think about these guys helping people with their groceries?
Good.
Princess is also a student who goes to Stevenson Elementary. Alpha Phi Alpha helps the school with a food pantry and more throughout the year. What does Princess want for Christmas?
I don't know what I want.
Oh.
She likes surprises.
I'm sure Santa will pick the perfect gift. In Southfield, Scott Wolchek, Fox 2 News.
And speaking of the holidays, we want you to ring in the new year with Fox 2. So you could join us for the first ever New Year Detroit as we count you down to 2025.
Yeah, no need for you to watch what's going on in New York. Watch what's happening in the D. We'll be broadcasting live from the Detroit Resolution Ball at the Masonic Temple. You can join the fun from the comfort of your home. Just scan the QR code on your screen and upload a 15-second video sharing your New Year wish or greeting. Please start your message with your first name and your city. And be sure to tune in to Fox 2 for our special coverage starting at 11:30 p.m. on New Year's Eve.
You never know what's going to happen at those things, so it might be worth the watch for that alone.
And all I'm going to say in addition to that is just go on Google and search for some very interesting New Year's shenanigans that have happened on the air, not here, but just generally. So who knows what it has to offer.
All right, well, have a happy holiday, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
See you. Are we on it?